Have you seen the Ashes of Creation video yet? Asman, Summit, and Shroud.
I'm gonna watch it. That sounds pretty good.
LD countdown net, go for launch.
40 seconds! Guys, I love SpaceX. Dude, I can watch those all the time, man. Dude, people say, oh, it's the same as last time. Who cares, dude? This is history, dude. What if the rocket crashes right now, dude? What if it explodes? What if it flips? What if it doesn't go out? Anything that could happen, it's right here. It's live. It's fucking Pog.
Stage 1 tanks pressing for flight.
Yeah, India.
15 seconds. 10, 9,
Miscommunication.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
This is pretty smooth. Woo!
M1D propulsion is nominal.
It looks so slow on the camera because of the tracking. Oh, can't see because of the bottom.
Plus 40
Chat,
seconds.
this is
looking good.
This is not the most interesting part of the launch. So
that's the call out. Says M1D engines are throttling down, getting ready to reduce vehicle acceleration in preparation for the period of maximum dynamic pressure. We're in the bottom of the throttle bucket, as they call it.
Chat, there's a lot more coming up.
Now the Merlin engines coming back.
Most of you guys know, but people that are new, they don't know.
Go supersonic.
There's a lot left to this. Fairing, entry burn, landing burn.
Supersonic, we're coming through the period of maximum dynamic pressure.
Vehicle has reached maximum aerodynamic pressure.
Guidance engineer confirms we're through the period of greatest pressure on the vehicle. Continuing downrange, trajectory looks good. Propulsion looks good. Avionics looks good.
Guys, it angled so early, did it not?
MVAC chill has started.
That announcement from stage 2 propulsion. We are now beginning to chill in the turbo pump on the upper stage engine to get ready for its ignition coming up in about 45 seconds. Nice view from the SpaceX cameras at Canaveral as we head east out of Space Launch Complex 40 into the first of 2 orbits planned for today. This orbit is the parking orbit, a low Earth orbit trajectory that will take us over the equator and will eventually relight the upper stage engine to transfer us into the desired geostationary transfer orbit. Now main engine cutoff, or MECO, coming up in several seconds, followed by pneumatic separation. The first stage pushes away from the second stage, and then ignition of the second stage engine.
Yep. It's not fake, dude. What is on you? Chat. MECO isn't that interesting. Fairings is Pog.
Stage separation confirmed.
It's okay.
MECO on time. Stage sep looks good.
And this needs to go like bright orange red.
Full power. The view on the left screen, you can see the large titanium grid fins now slowly opening. That begins about a 2-minute period as we slowly rotate the first stage around to get it ready to come back through the atmosphere and land on the drone ship in the Atlantic off the east coast of Florida.
Very nice.
Right-hand side, second stage engine glowing red. That's normal for the MVAC-D.
Trajectory.
Trajectory is nominal, we've heard from the guidance engineer. Great views coming from space. We're coming up on fairing deploy.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Chat, this is in like 2 minutes.
And we've heard the call out from the avionics engineer. Fairing separation is confirmed.
Pog.
I think you can see in the background behind the MVAC-D nozzle, one half of the fairing way in the distance as it went past the camera. So right now we're coming up 4 minutes into flight. Trajectory is looking excellent. We're right down the middle of the road. Power on the upper stage engine is good. Bermuda is now getting the telemetry from the Falcon 9, and we're getting great views from space at T plus 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
Not the fan, huh? The fan's not even on, you fucking bitch, is it? No, it's off.
For those of you just joining us, we had a successful liftoff of our Falcon 9 rocket at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time from Cape Canaveral. On the right-hand side of your screen, our second stage. Its engine
what
is
happened right there?
glowing as we continue
Something
to take the ANASIS-II satellite payload to its desired orbit. On the left-hand side, our first stage. We're beginning our recovery attempt on our drone ship out in the Atlantic Ocean. The next milestones coming up include that first stage's entry burn, followed by the second stage engine cutoff, known as SECO-1, the first stage landing burn, and then that hopeful landing.
Wait, chat. Listen, chat.
Entry burn will occur at about 6.5 minutes after.
This will land on the platform, right? But you know the fairing, the two pieces go.
Here, those two fairing halves, they've been jettisoned, and it will take some time for them to get down to sea level. So we won't be covering on the webcast that recovery attempt status, but stay tuned on social media for updates.
So I think because the other one is too heavy, they don't put like parachutes on it. Instead, they land it with the.
See some pretty clear.
But the fairings are pretty light.
The first stage has reached apogee. It's beginning to head down there.
Parachute?
We're only going to be firing 3 of our Merlin engines during this entry burn.
They take a while to land.
Slow the vehicle down before it gets to the thicker parts of Earth's atmosphere.
But they catch it with the boats.
Slow the vehicle by about 25%. When we perform stage separation, that first stage was traveling about 2.5 kilometers per second. So we have a lot of velocity to reduce.
Great.
And we're just under 30 seconds from that.
How do I know? Because we watch this, we watch those all the time. We watch those like, dude, this is probably like our 11th time watching it. Because the fairings are the parts that are like the shell, and they're pretty light, right? And they want to recover them, but if they don't, they're not too mad about it. If they don't recover them.
10 seconds away from entry burn. Hopefully we'll be able to hear that call.
So they've been
and have visual
advancing the technology to catch them with boats on the ocean. The boats are just hovering, and they calibrate ahead of time.
Our entry burn has begun. You'll see that
they used to miss all the time. Now they catch them.
As we turn on the engines, the center engine fires first. The 2 side engines fire shortly after that. So that exhaust will seem to grow during this burn.
Well,
Stage 1, entry burn shutdown.
All right, 1 burn down, 1 to go. That's the landing burn. It'll occur in about 1 minute from now, along with the next milestone, the second stage engine cutoff, or SECO-1. That'll be at T plus 8 minutes 7 seconds. During SECO-1, we shut down the second stage MVAC.
Chat, why do you do entry burn? Is it just to slow it down and calibrate it
Cape Canaveral expected.
to prepare everything else?
After SECO-1, Falcon 9.
So it's more predictable, or is it because of the heat?
Ship, just read the instructions. Currently, it's in the Atlantic, about 350 nautical miles.
Slows down a little bit, right? So it's easier.
Start of terminal guidance.
It's happening, boys. Here it comes.
And in terms of velocity of that first stage, drag alone is slowing the first stage down another 80%. That landing burn will take us back to get that last 20%.
It's gonna lag. It's gonna lag. So there's a lot of reasons why it lags. We looked at it last time, but there's a good chance we're not gonna see shit. We're only gonna see it.
Just under 10 seconds from landing burn and SECO-1.
Yeah, we saw the video. I'm actually explaining to the new SpaceX friends that don't know anything about it, dude. I'm introducing them to the science, yo.
Stage 1, landing burn, startup.
They didn't fix it. There's no way.
Both landing burn and SECO-1. We're waiting confirmation with good orbital insertion for that ANASIS-II satellite. And the landing
Stage 1.
So landing laser deploying now.
Nominal park orbit insertion.
Oh!
And there it is. That is our
Perfect!
57th successful landing
Easy,
on Falcon
dude!
9 on our drone ship. Just read the instructions. While we were watching that landing, we also had confirmation of nominal orbit insertion.
That's badass, dude.
We're all pretty excited over here at SpaceX for being able to use this first stage for a 3rd time coming up.
That was so clean.
But going back to our primary mission on the second stage, it's going to coast for about 18 minutes until we cross the equator, where we perform the second of 2 burns of the upper stage to help change the orbit. We're going to take a break until then. we're going to leave you with a map of where we are in the mission. We'll be back at about T plus 26 minutes for the second burn of our MVAC engine.
They didn't take my advice. Not yet. Guys, they did not take my streamer advice. They didn't. Otherwise, it would not have lagged. If they took my advice, it wouldn't lag. But they haven't taken it.